Do you love silly stories for kids? Why not consider joining our family? You can even get a very special message from one of your favourite Silly Stories for Kids characters. Head over to the website to find out more. It's your support that helps us to continue to make exciting stories and more crazy content.
Did somebody say crazy?
Oh, Pimpin, no. One day, a little boy named Otis was sitting in his room. Now, he had decided he might read a book, so he went to his bookshelf and he had a look, and he flicked along through all the titles, until he found one that didn't seem to have a title at all. He pulled it out of his bookshelf and he looked. The cover was blank. The spine was blank. He opened it up and had a look at the pages. They were all blank as well. He flicked right through until he got to the last page, and there on the last page was a drawing of a man. "That's weird," said Otis. "No, it's not," said the man. "What?" said Otis. What are you talking about?" "Well, are you Otis?" Yes, I am." "Fantastic! We've been waiting for you for ages," said the man. What do you mean you've been waiting for me?" "We need your help." "What for?" said Otis. "Come with me," he said. How can I come with you?" "Oh, hang on, we need to illustrate you first." "Illustrate me? What does that mean?" "We're going to turn you into a picture." "How are you going to turn me into a picture?" Here, just look at this." "Look at what?" said Otis. "Come closer." Otis put his face closer to the book. "Closer," said the man. Otis put his face even closer again. "Closer," said the man. "My nose is almost touching the book," said Otis. "Tiny bit closer," said the man. And as Otis put his face that little bit closer, whoop, the book slammed shut on his face. "Yow!" said Otis. And he looked around. "What is going on?" he said. All of a sudden, he realized that he had become a drawing. "Right, come with me," said the man. "Okay," said Otis, and he started following the paper man, and as they walked, it looked very strange because Otis could only see the man when he turned sideways. When he was walking straight ahead, it was just a very thin piece of paper, but when he turned, he could see the man's face and his smile and all his expressions. "This is strange," said Otis. He followed the man for a long time until they came to a big, great hall. As he was walking in, Otis started to notice something. There were paper things everywhere. There were paper people and paper puppies and paper dinosaurs and dragons and aliens and cowboys and all kinds of things. And he looked, and it looked like they were all waiting for something. What are they waiting for?" said Otis. "You, of course," said the man. "Me?" said Otis. "I've found him! I've found Otis!" yelled the paper man. And all the paper creatures started to cheer and scream and yell, "Hooray!" It was very strange. Otis looked around and smiled at everyone, and they were all so excited to see him. "Come up the front, young man," said the paper man. "Okay," said Otis. So he climbed up the very front, and on the front there was a stage, and on the stage there was some kind of strange little podium. "All right, now we need to get this book going. Now, how are we going to start?" said the man. I think," called out one of the people in the crowd, "I think we should just start with Otis." "Oh, okay. Well, Otis, hold still," said the man, "and make sure to pull a happy face." A happy face? What for?" said Otis. As he was talking, he looked down and realized that this podium was in the middle of a giant book. Not only was it in the middle of a giant book, but the giant book was closing very, very quickly. "Ah!" screamed Otis. Slammed the book, and it opened up once more, and he looked at the page, and there was him, very, very scared. "No," said the man, "that won't do. We said a happy face. Try to look happy." "Well, I didn't know to look happy when a giant book looked like it was about to squish me," said Otis. "Try again," said the man. "This time, pull a happy face." Okay," said Otis. So he pulled his best happy face, and the book slammed shut once more. "Ugh," said Otis as he shook himself. He looked at the page, and this time, instead of a scared Otis, was a very happy-looking Otis. "There we go, fantastic. All right, on to the next page. Now, where are we going to take him?" "I think we should go to the zoo," called out one man. "I think we should go to a cafe and write a really emotional tale of a guy in a cafe who owns it and works really hard." I don't think that we're going to do that kind of book," said the man. What else?"
"He should go on a dragon adventure,"
called out the dragon. "Oh, that sounds like fun." "Yee-haw! No, that boy should be coming on a cowboy adventure," called out the cowboy. All the paper creatures continued to yell out all their ideas until eventually the paper man turned to Otis. "Well, Otis, what would you like to do?" Said Otis, I like the idea of the dragon." "Fantastic! Dragon it is!"
Yes!
yelled the dragon as he came running up the front. "All right, Otis, jump out the way." "Okay," said Otis. So Otis hopped off the stage, and the dragon took position right in the middle of the podium, and the book slammed shut. And there, on the book, was the dragon. "All right, we need the one of Otis meeting the dragon. Otis, back up here." "Okay," said Otis. He raced back up on the stage and stood looking at the dragon. "Well, reach out to him," said the paper man. "Okay," said Otis. He reached out his hand towards the dragon, and the book slammed shut once more. "Is this how books are made?" said Otis. "This is how we do the illustrating. We'd get this done first, and then somebody else can write all the words." "Okay. Well, where are we going next?"
I think that we should go to a castle.
"Okay," said Otis. "That sounds like fun." "Right, all right, everybody, quick, build the castle!" All of a sudden, all the paper people came charging up out of the audience. They started drawing and scribbling and building until eventually there was a giant, amazing-looking paper castle in the middle of the podium. "All right, and who's going to be living at the castle?"
I think that we should use the scary lady.
"The scary lady," said Otis. I'm not sure that I want to meet a scary lady."
Oh, don't worry, she's not really scary, she just looks scary.
And then out of the crowd stepped a very scary-looking lady.
Hello,
she said. Hello, said Otis, feeling very nervous.
"It's so lovely to meet you. I'm so glad that you could come. I'm very, very, very excited to be in your book. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of it."
"Oh, she is lovely," said Otis. "Well, you're welcome."
"Now, all right, hang on, I'll go stand over here."
And the scary lady went and stood in the bottom of the castle and pulled her scariest face ever. "Oh, that is scary," said Otis. The book slammed once more, and there on the page was the scary lady in the giant castle. "Right, now we need Otis on the dragon flying towards the castle. Dragon, can you blow some fire?" "Oh, okay. And here, Otis, you need a sword." "Oh, can I draw the sword?" said Otis. "Of course," said the paper man. So Otis found a piece of paper and drew the biggest, most amazing sword he possibly could. "Wow," said the paper man. "That is incredible. This book's going to sell off the charts. All right, on the dragon." So Otis hopped on the dragon, and the dragon took off into the air. And it looked like the dragon was flying straight down towards the castle, and the scary lady was there, throwing a giant rock back at the dragon. "All right, everybody, hold still. 1, 2, 3. And as he said 3, the dragon breathed out fire, and the book slammed once more. "Ugh. I don't think I'll ever get used to that," said Otis. "Nope, you never will," said the man. "All right, now we need the final page. We need you defeating the scary lady," said the paper man. "Okay, how do I defeat her?" "That doesn't matter. Just stand over the top of her and look victorious." "Oh, okay. Yes, all the writing is somebody else's problem, not ours. We just do the fun pictures." "Well, great," said Otis. All right, so the scary lady laid down on the ground, and Otis stood behind her, holding his sword and looking quite majestic. "Perfect," said the man. "Hold still." The book slammed shut once more, and when it opened again, all the people in the crowd started to cheer. "We've done it! We've done the book!" they yelled. "Hooray! Needed more cowboys!" yelled out the cowboy. "I still think it should have had an alien," said one of the aliens. "Maybe for the next book. All right, well, we better get Otis back home again before he's stuck as a paper person forever." "What?" said Otis. "Did we not tell you that?" "No," said Otis. "Well, if you spend too much time as a paper person, you end up being paper forever." "What? Get me out of here," said Otis. "Right, everybody, let's get him out of here." "That's all right," said the mechanic. "I'll draw him a car." So he started drawing very quickly, and there was a paper car for Otis to hop into. Otis jumped in and started driving the paper car out of the hall and straight back towards where he had come in. "Bye, everybody," he yelled. "Bye," screamed all the paper creatures as Otis drove straight out the door. He drove the car all the way back to the place where he'd landed when he arrived. He looked around. How do I get out again? He looked around, but he couldn't work out a single way to get back out the book. "Oh no," said Otis. "I'm going to be stuck as a paper person forever." He sat down and he was very sad. And as he did, he looked up and realized that somebody had the book. They were starting to read. And as they did, the words and the pictures brought the story to life. And with that life, Otis popped back out of the book. "Whoa," said his dad. "Otis, this book's amazing. It's all about you. Where did you come from?" "Well," said Otis, "I don't think you'd believe me, even if I told you." And that is the end of the story. This story is brought to you by the Blank Book Company. Did you know that we're not the only people that can make up silly stories? No, you can do it too. Just use your imagination, follow wherever your thoughts go, and see what stories you can come up with. You could make up your own crazy characters and put them on their own amazing adventures. You can even draw incredible pictures to help your stories come to life. If you have a story that you've written or a fun drawing that you've done, we'd love for you to send them to us at Silly Stories for Kids. Get your adult to send an email to sam@sillystoriesforkids.com. We would love to hear your stories and see the incredible things you create. This has been us at the Blank Book Company. And me, Sam. Can't wait to see all your stories and pictures. We'll see you soon.